Seoul's iconic traditional markets are one of the top tourist destinations. Find out what services are offered in these markets to cater to foreign travelers. Convenience stores are now more convenient than ever, offering daily necessities, foods, medicines, and even courier service. We spend a full day at a convenience store. Heralded as the consumer experience of the future, unstaffed stores and self-serve kiosks are becoming a fixture in the retail sector. Learn more about the new world of unattended retail. Small bookstores with a cozy and intimate atmosphere are enjoying a revival. We take a look at what sets them apart from mega book chains. Traditional markets in Korea are a must-see tourist destination that offers a glimpse into the culture and everyday lives of Koreans. We take a look at Seoul's iconic traditional markets and a range of services they provide to cater to foreign travelers. About 17 million foreign tourists visited Korea last year. 80% of them stayed in Seoul, a city that is home to a number of traditional markets. Which of the Seoul's traditional markets are especially popular among international travelers? First off, there is Namdaemun Market with a 600-year history. There is really nothing you can't find in this 66,000 square meter market, lined with more than 10,000 small shops.
We saw that it was like the thing to visit here, the best market and the biggest market in South Korea. So we just came here to look at it, maybe buy some things.
Last year, Namdaemun Market welcomed about 10,000 visitors every day. To cater to the growing number of international visitors, the market has unveiled a number of services besides the Tourist Information Center. Among them is the Community Lounge, a concierge service dedicated to helping foreign travelers.
어떻게 하면 실질적으로 한국에 도착했을 때 좀 관광 편의라든지 쇼핑 편의를 위해서 좀 제공해 드릴 수 있는 서비스가 있을까 고민을 하다가 커뮤니티 라운지 내에서 인터넷 이용도 하고 그리고 무료로 다과 음료도 즐길 수 있는 공간으로 조성을 하게 되었습니다.
In addition to travel information available in English, Japanese, and Chinese, the lounge offers luggage storage, free snacks, tax refund services, and hanbok, or traditional Korean dress trial, all free of charge. The lounge attracts an average of 1,000 foreign visitors every day.
I came here when I saw a tourist information person, and then they said to come over here and check it out because there's hanbok trials. People here are very friendly, so it was really nice to come here and try on the hanbok.
The market also hosts language classes to help vendors communicate with foreign travelers. The lesson includes useful expressions and practical conversations specific to a market setting, which many vendors find helpful.
시장에서 외국 손님들을 맞이했을 때 정말 필요한 것만 이렇게 쏙쏙 집어서 가르쳐 주시니까 참 좋은 것 같고 앞으로 도움이 많이 될 것 같아요.
Efforts to modernize the market and make it more accessible to tourists is also underway, including the renovation of old facilities and improvement of wayfinding systems.
특화 골목 조성을 지금 준비 중에 있고요. 그리고 한류 음식 골목이라든지 그리고 좀 워낙에 넓기 때문에 외국인 분들이 좀 방문하실 때 편의를 증진시키기 위해서 좀 안내 사인물 개선 사업을 지금 계획 중에 있습니다.
Gwangjang Market in Seoul's Jongno-gu district is another tourist attraction. Established in 1905, the market is of historical importance, being the oldest remaining daily market in Korea. It saw strong growth in foreign visitors after being featured in several TV shows.
너무 좋아하죠. 옛날에는 유럽 쪽은 김밥 잘 안 먹는데 요즘에 김밥도 잘 먹고 떡볶이도 잘 먹고 다 잘 먹어요.
Most foreign travelers visit the market to sample some of the best Korean street foods from dozens of stalls. People need to sit so close to one another that their shoulder bump occasionally. But this doesn't stop travelers from enjoying an authentic Korean cultural experience.
I'm a foodie, so I like eating. And I also like street food. So I want to experience how you do it in Korea. We had the pancake, we had the seafood pancake, and also we had the rice wine in Mongolia. Yeah, it's very good actually. I was impressed.
In order to help bring down language barriers, so-called walking tourist information booths are available in Gwangjang Market. Dressed in red, professional guides from the Seoul Tourism Association walk around the market to offer advice, directions, and help to foreign visitors.
간판들도 거의 다 한국어로 되어 있기 때문에 외국인 분들은 특히나 더 찾기 힘들어하고 있습니다. 네, 그럴 때 저희가 길을 헤매고 있는 외국인들한테 직접 찾아가서 길을 안내를 하고 있습니다.
Dongin Market is a 10-minute walk from Gyeongbokgung Palace. It may be smaller in size than other traditional markets, but is just as popular. One of the reasons behind its popularity is a unique lunchbox system.
현금으로 이용하지 않고 그 연령씩 묶어져 있는 그 구멍 뚫린 엽전을 이용함으로써 전통시장에 오셔서 그 옛날에 사용하셨던 그 엽전을 사용하다 보니까 다양한 재미를 느끼시는 것 같습니다.
You need to buy old brass coins and trade them for what you want to eat at participating food stalls to build your own lunchbox. The fun concept is being met with enthusiastic response from foreigners.
I think it's a great way to just come here and try new and different foods, and it's a great opportunity. It's very different from what I'm used to, but it's very good. I'm gonna tell all my friends about it. Yes, I think it's a great.
There are 217 traditional markets in Seoul, many of which feature signature products. With 17 million travelers visiting Korea every year, it seems these markets will step up their efforts to attract more foreign tourists.
In 2016, the number of convenience stores in Korea exceeded 33,000. Found on practically every corner, they have become an integral part of everyday life. Here's a look at 24 hours spent at one of them. At 7:30 a.m. Office workers are the first to arrive. The average commute time for Korean office workers is 58 minutes. Given the long commuting time, they stop in quickly for something to eat for breakfast, like milk or kimbap.
네, 지금 출근길인데 간편하게 음료수랑 삼각김밥이랑 이렇게 사러 왔고요. 거의 매일 들려서 간편식으로 아침 겸해서 먹고 있는 중입니다.
At 9 a.m., inventory arrives. A typical convenience store carries up to 3,000 varieties of products. They range from lunch boxes, alcoholic beverages such as soju and beer, to basic necessities like socks, underwear, and laundry detergents. Nowadays, convenience stores sell over-the-counter drugs such as cold remedies, digestants, and painkillers. They offer car-sharing services as well as charging stations for electric vehicles. Convenience stores serve the varied needs of people.
도시락을 데워드린다든지 커피는 직접 따라다 드린다든지 그런 식으로 서비스를 하고 있어요. 그래서 가능한 한 손님들 찾아서 우리 만족을 위해서 내가 찾는 물건 A 제품이 없다 그러면 A 다시라도 권해드릴 수 있는 그런 걸 제가 노력하고 있습니다.
At 12 p.m., a Gangnam-based convenience store in the office district turns into a restaurant during lunch hours. Diners are mostly office workers in the Gangnam area.
가볍게 먹을 때는 샌드위치나 아니면 라면 아니면 그냥 과자 이런 거 많이 사 먹어요.
그냥 간편하고 일할 때 그냥 그때그때 와가지고 빨리빨리 먹고 갈 수 있어가지고 종종 오는 것 같아요.
Lunch boxes, kimbap, beverages, and bread are the most popular items sold during lunchtime. Especially, boxed meals at convenience stores are said to have transformed the country's lunch culture. Lunchbox sales at this convenience store chain have more than tripled over the past year. At 5 p.m., a street in Daechidong, Seoul, is crowded with students enrolled at private institutes nearby to study for the college entrance exam. A convenience store in the neighborhood is one of the favorite spots for students.
저 라면이랑 샌드위치랑 저희 삼각김밥 많이 먹고요. 학원 갈 때랑 학교 끝났을 때 배고프면 막 오고.
Given that the majority of customers are teenagers, the best-selling items are foods. Why do students drop in here for a bite?
일단 학교 끝나고 학원 사이에 시간 같은 것도 적어서 금방 먹어야 되는 것도 있고 좀 중간에 그런 용돈이나 그런 사정 때문에 아무래도 좀 돈을 아끼다 보니까 좀 싸게 먹어야 된다 이런 생각이 들어서 좀 돈을 아끼느라 그렇게 되는 것 같습니다.
Now we are back to Pongcheon-dong. It's now 6 p.m. and the street is packed with workers heading home. At this hour, convenience store sales are largely driven by single-person households.
대전에서 올라와서 이제 자취 생활하고 있는데 가볍게 먹을 수 있는 야식이라든지 식사용 식재료들을 이제 사려고 근처에 있는 편의점을 이제 자주 이용하는 편입니다.
At 10 p.m., alcoholic beverages such as soju, beer, wine, whiskey account for most of the sales. About 30% of alcohol sales are made from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. 11 p.m. is when people rest and get ready for the next day. But here, the clerk is busy stocking shelves for nighttime visitors.
막 들어온 거는 항상 뒤쪽에 재배치를 하고 그리고 지금 있는 거는 앞으로 빼고 유통기한은 이제 순서를 잡아주면서 시작하는 이제 그런 때가 지금입니다.
Backed by the growth in people engaging in nighttime activities, demand for late-night snacks has grown steadily. Delicious snack and freshly baked bread help people beat the late-night munchies.
일반 공장에서 파는 빵 말고 여기는 빵을 구워서 주잖아요. 그래서 바로 나왔을 시간에 따뜻하게 먹을 수도 있고 빵 종류도 많고 저 좋아하는 초코빵도 많고 베이커리처럼 돼 있어가지고 자주 오는 곳입니다.
At 1 a.m., there is rare foot traffic outside, but the store is still busy. Convenience stores stay open all night, lighting up the streets in Korea. Aside from selling goods, they also offer a place to create precious memories.
고3 애들 수능 시험 보면 뭐 그런 거 다 얘기하고 시험 와서 애들 붙었다고 인사하러 오기도 하고.
여기서 만나서 저 밖에서 파라솔에서 같이 맥주 드시면서 연애를 하셨다고. 그래서 그 기념으로 결혼 1주년 되는 날 여기로 오셨다 하더라고요. 그래서 그런 식으로 이제 여기가 무슨 추억의 장소? 뭐 이렇게 되는 것 같아요.
First introduced in Seoul in 1982, convenience stores have become an indispensable part of Korean culture, serving an average of 10 million customers every day.
Imagine having a debit card issued at the bank, paying for parking, ordering a burger for lunch, and going grocery shopping after work, all without bumping into a single clerk. Only this isn't just your imagination. Unstaffed stores are quickly becoming part of our daily lives. In this bank in Seoul, people take a queue ticket from the kiosk and face a tediously long wait for their turn. Sitting in one corner of the bank is Smart Lounge, a digital kiosk introduced in late 2015. The kiosk handles banking services that were previously unavailable from ATMs, such as opening an installment savings account or issuing a debit card.
첫 번째로 그 계좌 신규나 그 온라인 뱅킹 신규 그리고 입출금까지 포함해서 107가지 업무가 가능하고요. 그다음에 두 번째로 그 휴일까지 포함해서 365일 거래를 통해서 영업점 업무 창구를 휴일에서도 이제 할 수 있다는 장점이고.
The Smart Lounge kiosk can cover up to 90% of a bank teller's duties. For the past year, it issued more than 10,000 debit cards and handled nearly 800 tasks, including online banking signups, which is equivalent to about 2,300 working hours of a bank teller. How is the kiosk service being received by users?
휴무에도 은행 업무를 봐야 할 때가 있는데 여기는 제가 아무 때나 와서 일을 볼 수 있어서 엄청 편리한 것 같아요.
A growing number of retailers are introducing a touchscreen digital kiosk that does not require human presence. Last year, retail giant Amazon launched Amazon Go, a Seattle-based brick-and-mortar grocery store with no checkout lines. Shoppers check in with their apps at the door, collect their purchases from the shelves, and walk out. In San Francisco, US, there's a fully mechanized coffee shop where customers order their drinks using a dedicated app, and a robotic arm makes coffee. A convenience store chain in Japan has recently installed an automated checkout system. When customers put a basket on the counter, the system settles the transaction and places the purchased items into a plastic bag. A US-based market research firm estimated that the global digital kiosk market would reach $17.2 billion by 2020, more than a twofold growth from 2016. Why is the concept of unstaffed stores gaining ground in the retail sector?
자동화 설비는 그런 서비스 품질을 균일하게 해주는 장점도 있기 때문에 이런 경향이 높아지고 인공지능이나 머신러닝 등의 기술 또는 음성인식 기술 이런 것들이 이 스마트 기기가 자동 응답을 해줄 수 있는 역량이 또 크게 늘어나는 기술적인 이유도 한 배경이 되고 있습니다.
Seoul's Gwanghwamun area is swamped by office workers during lunch hour. After entering a burger joint, these people make a beeline for a kiosk to place an order. They prefer using a self-serve kiosk that not only takes orders but also handles payments.
특히 점심시간 같은 경우에 사람이 많을 때가 있는데 굳이 주문대에서 기다릴 필요가 없이 저기서 다 메뉴도 하나씩 다 볼 수 있고 그래서 계산까지 다 해주니까 좀 편리해서 자주 이용하고 있어요.
The burger chain introduced self-serve kiosks in 2014. Currently, they are used by about 34%, or 460 of its 1,340 restaurants across the country. It looks to expand the use of kiosks.
고객님들 대기 시간이 줄어들면서 매출적인 부분으로 효과가 나타나고 있습니다. 실질적으로 약 전체 매출 중에 무인포스 기기를 이용한 주문율이 10%에서 15% 정도 차지하고 있기 때문에 매출 증가적인 부분도 나타나고 있습니다.
However, some remain skeptical about the rise of unattended stores. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, unattained retail is expected to put roughly 3.4 million cashier jobs at risk across the country. The growth of unattained kiosks may not be necessarily welcome news for Korea, where youth employment rate stands at about 27%.
디지털 디바이드라고 그러죠. 그래서 스마트 기기로부터 소외되는 계층이 고객 서비스로부터도 소외가 되는 문제가 생길 수가 있어서 그런 문제들이 사회적 문제의 단점으로 지적될 수가 있습니다.
Self-serve kiosks are heralded as the future of retail, but there are concerns about job losses due to automation. Experts say a joint effort by the government and the private sector to create new kind of jobs in the era of automation is crucial to overcoming this issue.
Once overshadowed by the rise of mega book chains and online bookstores, small bookstores are making a comeback with a strong sense of identity and warmth that big businesses don't possess. What made them survive a David and Goliath-style battle against chain bookstores? This store is located in a trendy neighborhood in Seoul that is popular with young people. At a glance, the place looks like any other cafe, but the walls are covered with bookshelves full of interesting reads. At this bookstore, visitors need to first purchase a book to sit down and read it. They can also buy coffee or beverages to enjoy while reading.
원하는 책 사서 읽을 수 있고 같이 음료수도 마실 수 있어서 좋은 것 같아요.
This is another bookstore located at the heart of the Gangnam area, Seoul. Friday night is when most bookstores close. But here, it is when the fun starts.
북티크라는 이제 이 공간에 대한 개정을 받고 그래서 금요일마다 열린다는 소식 듣고 남자친구랑 밤새 책 한 번 읽어보자고 왔어요.
The Midnight Bookstore program runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next morning. At a $10 admission, visitors can pull an all-nighter reading books in peace and quiet. They can also help themselves with soft drinks and beer.
강남 지역에는 직장인분들이 많다 보니까 평일이나 이제 야근이라든지 아니면 회식 같은 걸로 지치시니까 금요일 저녁만큼은 이제 술이 아니라 책에 취하자 그런 컨셉으로 이제.
The bookstore has been trending on social media as a must-visit in the Gangnam district, where small bookstores have become a rarity. In addition to selling books, the store hosts book readings, reviews, and discussions.
책도 중요하지만 이제 그 책을 읽는 독자들, 그러니까 사람들의 포커스를 맞추고 그분들끼리 같이 커뮤니티를 형성하고 이제 또 새로운 비독자분들을 독자로 끌어들이기 위한 그런 활동들을 많이 하는 것에 저희가 이제 공간을 가지고 있음으로써 하는 역할이 있다고 생각을 하거든요.
Following the advent of online bookstores, offering generous discounts, and the decline of the publishing industry in the 2000s, brick-and-mortar bookstores have been disappearing. The number of bookstores in Korea plummeted from about 5,500 in 1995 to 1,500 in 2015. Small bookstores were the hardest hit. The share of small bookstores operating on less than 66 square meters fell from 51.9% in 2005 to 32.4% in 2015. What small bookstores needed the most was a unique sense of identity that would set them apart from book chains.
미국과 그 유럽의 그 서점들 같은 경우에는 그 바이 로컬 캠페인, 그러니까 이제 지역 구매 운동을 하고요. 그리고 어떤 그 특성화와 전문화를 통해서 고객들이 찾을 수 있는 그 기반을 만듭니다. 그리고 무엇보다도 어떤 커뮤니티의 거점 문화 공간으로서의 역할, 이런 것들을 그 강화를 해서 생존 경쟁력을 높이고 있는 상황입니다.
Small bookstores are enjoying a revival, thanks to their warm and friendly atmosphere that is often hard to find at mega book chains. They serve as a community gathering spot for author events or book discussions. Instead of focusing solely on bestsellers, these stores offer thoughtfully selected titles that reflect the tastes and preferences of the owner. Hidden in a dark alley in Seoul is a small independent bookstore owned by Kim Jong-hyun. The store sells both books and alcohol. About 80% of the store's selection is titles published by small presses or individuals like Kim himself. The remaining 20% is books that Kim wants to recommend to potential readers. There are no bestsellers in sight, but the cozy bookstore has created an intimate community for neighbors who share the same interests as the owner. The long table in the middle of the store is a symbol of this place.
여기 오시는 분들 취향이 거의 비슷하시기 때문에 여기서 또 이벤트를 진행했을 때 오시는 분들하고 이야기를 나누는 것도 되게 좋고요. 또 상영회라든지 뭐 독서 모임이라든지 이런 것들 할 때 다른 데서 접하기 힘든 것들을 좀 많이 접할 수 있어서 좋습니다.
Kim's store is among the growing number of independent bookstores that offer rare titles and a themed collection of books. Their number has doubled in the past 2 years. Some believe these stores could bring a renaissance of small mom-and-pop bookstores.
하나의 장르로 자리 잡기 위해서는 이러한 독립出版물을 취급하고 또 이러한 모임을 할 수 있는 공간들이 각각의 형태로 늘어나줘야 또 소비하는 사람들이 생겨나면 거기에 맞는 컨텐츠를 또 생산하는 사람들도 생겨나고요. 그래서 선순환이 일어나야지 하나의 줄기가 된다고 저는 보거든요. 그래서 그 시작 같아서 저는 여러 권 늘어나는 게 절대 경쟁이 아니고 이게 장르화될 수 있는 좋은 신호라고 보고 있습니다.
Small bookstores have transformed into a cultural space with personality. It would be interesting to watch if they can provide just the boost that the publishing industry needs.